GM, everyone. Good to be back. Good to be back. Holiday mode, travel mode. I should put holiday mode, not travel mode. That should be my name. I should have done that better, Craig. That's more applicable for me. Holiday mode at the moment. Mate, it's good to be back. Markets responded really nicely over the sort of last week or so, which is good. So can't wait to dive in with you and chat all things crypto. I mean, yeah, there's a lot happening right now. I've been tweeting a little bit the last couple of days about some things that I'm interested in. I definitely think airdrops is a big one. So it'd be cool to talk about that today. Abstract bottom could be in. So we can talk about that. We'll talk about OpenSea. We'll talk about NFTs. We'll talk about crypto in general, guys. But obviously just exercising patience. I think it's as I said before I went on the side of the trip, Craig, I said it's probably going to be a chop for a month or two. And it's just about staying patient and playing the long game. So, mate, how are you going? It's obviously afternoon there in Australia. It's the AM here in Spain. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, Greeny. Welcome back. Greeny's in Spain still. Hey, shout out to Don Tony. Stayed up to 2 a.m. to watch us, Don, you mad
Let's
dog.
go.
Yeah, man, good to have you back on the stream. As far as what you've missed, man, not a lot since we last. But as of last night when I went to bed, you started not missing a few things, but Bitcoin obviously broke the 111,000 resistance, which we've been talking about for a little bit. So that was, I guess that was exciting. So thank fuck that happened before we jumped on stream. Otherwise, it might have been a little bit like last week, just saying, "Oh, just wait, guys." But look, we can't really party just yet and say we were right. But it's playing out level by level. Let's just put it this way. I feel comfy the way that the charts of Bitcoin is behaving. I like the way it's behaving. Maybe that's not a good thing because maybe that's what the market makers want me to feel. But I guess what I'm trying to say is it's behaving. It's respecting the fibs is what I'm going to say. And I like a chart that respects fibs because if it doesn't, then all I've got is my feelings, and they don't really help much with trading. So I'm enjoying the market. Enjoying is probably a strong word, actually. I'm comfy in the market. I'm comfier than I was a week ago because obviously you and me were speaking last week. We were saying, look, we could see lower if we broke below 107, then 98's on, 93's on, et cetera. Yeah. And I'm not saying we're out of the woods yet. We're not, but certainly breaking above 111, it means we've just got further levels. We've got a little bit more padding before we see 700. So. Yeah, dude, that was a long-winded way of me saying things are looking pretty comfy. I sat on my hands probably like you did. I bought a little bit of Pengu. I bought a bit of Bitcoin. That was it. So I didn't really go balls deep. I was getting asked today just quickly in GTG by a member saying, dude, with the abstract memes, if you're so confident that was a bottom, why didn't you buy? Great question. And my answer to him was everyone's got a different what's the word I'm looking for? Motive for buying certain things. And I own those meme coins to earn XP. So I'm going to hit this week. Even if I sold everything this week, I'm still going to hit. So I didn't really want to take another chunk of my dry powder and put it into an ecosystem that I've already filled up a lot.
That you've already got allocated. Yeah. See, the big difference between like, say, you and some other people is that you never sold and I did, right? So I sold so I could buy back in because I didn't have allocation there because it is quite risky and it's quite the degen side of the market. So yeah, it's just a different, as you said, different type of risk, different portfolio structure, different allocation, all those sorts of things to allocate. Yeah, look, a dip is a dip, but if you're already allocated and you didn't take profit or you didn't de-risk at a higher level, then of course you can't be buying that dip. So GM to everyone. Donnie, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, legend. Appreciate you. It's good to be back. I'll officially be back in Australia in about 3.5 weeks time. So this trip's gone pretty quick. Like I'm nearly halfway through. So it's cool. It's so good to travel. I do miss it. And it's like I said before I left, Craig, it's really forced me to have a break. And I think I definitely needed it. I'm still so exhausted. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm so keen to get back. I'm so keen to get back, but it's you're up late, you're having plenty of drinks, you're in the sun all day. I probably look a little bit red and whatnot. So it's exhausting, but I am keen to get back and get stuck into what I think will be a good end to the year and possibly into 2026 as well. So yeah, we better plug the sponsors, mate, before we dive in deep to the show.
Yeah, I'll give it a shout out. First but not least is OKX Australia. Big shout out to you guys. Obviously, that's who we love for spot trading. Super secure, hasn't been hacked. Hopefully that doesn't jinx them, but obviously they're giving away $75 of Bitcoin for anyone listening here today. So I'll pop that link in the description again. Obviously follow that link, get started with them. And if you do a little bit of trading there and do a bit of volume, you can qualify for some free Bitcoin. And having free Bitcoin in a few years to come may be worth a lot more than the 75. And then secondly, we've got obviously Yeet, other channel partner. We'll be giving away another $1,000 this Thursday for the Americans in the room, otherwise Friday for the Australians. And shout out to GTG. Obviously, that's our trading community. So big shout out to the guys there. Probably the most important time to be surrounded by like-minded people is in the red. And then probably in the euphoria of the green. So if you are looking to, I guess, execute the last part of this bull run effectively, I'd probably say surround yourselves with like-minded people or jump in GTG. I'm just going to pop that in there as well. Because certainly for me, I know I like when the market's red, I go in there just to chat to the people, man, and just see where other people's feelings are, see what other people are feeling. A lot of that's also because if they're feeling that, probably other people are. So it sort of gives me a thermometer in that. And also some people just to calm you down. Sometimes if you go in there and you're having a bad day and you're like, fuck, I'm just going to sell. So other people might step in and go, oh, slow down or whatever, So it's good to have people who are sober, emotionally sober around you.
100%.
Down. So that's enough of a shill. There's some pretty big links there. But other than that, dude, Bitcoin's looking good. Let's kick it off.
Easy, mate. Yeah, no, the other beautiful part about GGG is that you find out alpha that you're missing, right? And so many other people are so locked into some of those things that I mean, having a community and being part of a community is literally the best alpha you can have in crypto. Like I know it can be as big as 1,000 people. It can be as small as 5 people, whatever works for you. Definitely start considering that because you can't be on top of everything. You can't be on top of all opportunities. So it's good to have like other people who they come in, they're like, Greeny, have you seen this? I'm like, no, let's talk about that. Or let's look at that. And they're like, and then I'm like, well, have you seen this? And they're like, no. And then, so it's like it's a win plus win scenario.
Yeah, I do this full time, Greeny. I do this full time, as do you. Yeah. And I miss stuff all the time. All the time. And when I jump in that group, they'll be like, oh, have you seen this airdrop? And I'm like, nah. And so it's great and especially useful time zone wise because I can jump in the morning like my morning newspaper and just go, what have I missed while the Americans have been awake selling everything? And I can come in there and just see what all the Americans are saying. So it's time zones. That the other issue with crypto is it's 24/7. It doesn't sleep like the stock market. So when I wake up, you guys have had 6 to 8 hours of good times without me, and I've got to sort of work out where everything's at. So groups are great for that, to be able to jump in there, jump in the chat, see what everyone's hyped or down about, and then I can quite quickly work out where I need to put my attention in the first hour of the day. So that's probably advantageous as well.
Yeah, 100%. No, lots to cover today. I want to talk about some of the big airdrops and stuff as well that are happening at the moment. I want to talk obviously about markets. This is honestly the first time I've been looking at some of these charts, Craig, since I probably chatted with you last week. So it'll be a fresh take. So I haven't looked at these the past couple of days. I've been busy with family because my sister got married.
Got hit.
Got hit.
How was that wedding, dude? Was it big?
Dude, it was about 50 people. So it was epic. It was like pretty much.
Foreign wedding always goes wild, man.
Oh, dude, it was just like the people. Like just the beautiful environment. Spain's a lovely place. So very lucky. But last week we spoke about this level, Craig. We spoke about, okay, well, how deep can we go with Bitcoin? And these were sort of the levels that are marked out. Now, obviously, I didn't think we were going to go down to 75K, but you always need to be aware of what sort of levels you could possibly hit during a pullback. But obviously, we only went to the previous all-time high, which you said just above it, high or low here. But we are coming up against this little low time frame resistance here from obviously the high in July as well. So still consolidation here. As I said before I traveled, it's probably a time where you just need to sit patient. I had a DCA bot back on for Bitcoin when it was 110. I've just turned it off today because it's back at 114. I'm like, that's a little bit higher than what I want to be accumulating as well. If we reject here and get one more opportunity down towards 110K, I'm very interested in that. Probably very interested in going pretty big there. Very simple stop loss below these probably levels here. So about 106.9 maybe. Because if we lose that, then yeah, we definitely go to like 98, 97, I'd say. There's liquidity down here at 100. So yeah, look, that's probably levels like look to load up a big trade if we get a rejection here in the coming days, and then one more sort of opportunity towards the end of October would probably be where I'm looking. So I mean, even if you look at this is a 3-day chart. So even in this low time frame range that we're just currently going in this sort of triangle pattern here, like we could go to the end of October before we actually see that breakout towards the previous all-time high. So yeah, look, again, exercise patience, stay calm, stay disciplined, and we'll just see what the market is doing. Ethereum is in its own little world, really,
Yeah, I've
right
been
now.
watching that, dude. It's sort of behaving a little bit differently to the rest of the market. Kind of
Yeah,
bullishly, actually. What are your thoughts? Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, I'm going to shut up and let you talk.
No. Well, they broke out like there's two charts. So the way that I like to read this is the first one. I broke about above this resistance for the first time. It could come all the way back down to 3,400 and retest the golden pocket of this pullback. So this is just the high from 21 to the low of 22. As you can see, we hit the top of that previous all-time high and rejected from there. So we're pulling back to sort of shallow fibs right now. Can we get that extension up towards the 5 to 7K mark? I think yes, given patience, given time, I definitely think we could hit sort of 5 to 7K, maybe early next year. But if you do see volume for ETH has been a lot better than Bitcoin. So as you can see, like ETH volume sort of bottomed October 2024, whereas we've seen a bit of a steady rise over the sort of the past year or so. Whereas if I just go back to Bitcoin to show you relativity, like look at the volume difference here, Craig. It's absolutely died off. It's going down. So that's something just to keep in the back of your minds as well. Like, okay, well, why is there more volume on Ethereum, or why is Ethereum volume relatively going up? Probably because people are starting to speculate a little bit more, because BTC, it's gone on a huge rally, 15K to 123K. Like, dude, that's insane. That's over $100,000. So that's pretty crazy to think about. In terms of Solana, the other Ethereum chart is obviously this one where you have a massive 2.5x move literally from about April this year, where Craig and I literally told you that we were rotating into Ethereum and selling pretty much majority of our Solana earlier this year. So we nailed that move. As you can see, we retest this all-time high. We're now retesting this triple top here that we had back earlier in this cycle, but we got above that. As you can see, we had the first sort of retest here, rejection, but then we went back above it. Now you could call this two ways to read the chart. This could possibly be a deviation where we break back into the range, and that could be maybe the start of the bear market. We don't know. The top could be in. We don't know. That's the bearish scenario. The bullish scenario is that we keep hold of this level. As you can see, a lot of buying interest with this previous weekly candle last week, and we maintain strength above this level to push back towards sort of above 6K. So I mean, this could be in theory a cup and handle as well. Again, please bear with me. I'm not on my usual setup, so drawing it with the mouse pad is so much more difficult. So there we go. So like a cup and handle like this, where you have that sort of next leg up, could certainly be what I'm looking at for Ethereum as well. So yeah, there's multiple ways to read charts. Don't always just be bullish inclined. Make sure you are bearish inclined as well, or you keep a modest neutral perspective, because at the end of the day, markets go up and they go down. So you need to make sure that you're plugging into hypotheticals, both in the up sense and also in the down sense, because as always, like crypto is very volatile and it goes up and it goes down. Solana is holding a lot of strength as well, but we spoke about this too, Craig, and I spoke about this for months. Like I said, let me clean up my chart. But basically, I said this is going to be a massive rejection zone, resistance zone for Solana, and sure enough, it has rejected from there. So if you took my tweet, I put some tweets. We spoke about it on this show for a long time. You'd be in a very nice short from there. So again, high low here. We did go back and retest the 0.5 of this whole entire range, so that's pretty strong as well. Kind of like ETH. Sol is holding up its structure here. Again, more time. Want to see this probably start to break out soon again. This is, again, that's on a weekly chart. So want to see maybe this level here about 190 hold, because then potentially you could start pushing back towards the 250 to 300 sort of range. So again, do I think Solana makes a new all-time high? I lean towards yes, but there's still a lot of resistance up here at some point in time. Like you could extend this line even higher. So say we go sideways till late November, and then we start to see a rally towards December, January. Like it could go to 280. It could have a blow off top to like 325. But if it starts to close again on weekly levels, on 3-day levels, on 5-day levels, even on the daily level, back below this sort of resistance, then I would nearly call that the top. I will call that the top of Solana. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. Market cap obviously hit new all-time highs a couple of weeks ago when price was a little bit higher as well. So that's the other thing to think about, that Solana is inflationary compared to ETH and BTC. So yeah, outside the top three, like, have you been, like you said, you bought some Pengu?
Yeah.
What else have you been dabbling with?
Just Bitcoin and Pengu, I think, was all I bought. Yeah, Pengu I loaded up a bit more. It's gone a little bit lower since my buy, but not much, probably 2%. So I'm not really fast. And I did mention when I was buying on the trade, I could still see further downside, maybe about 15%. So I'm like, nah, I don't mind if it pulls back another 15, I'll just buy again. This is just one of those trades that I see this into Q4, Q1 next year, just on bullish sentiment being. I just think it's going to be everywhere, and I think it's just going to ride on the back of Abstract. I think Luca will start to pump his bags a bit. I think they'll turn on the marketing spend, all that stuff. I think is almost certain to happen. Luca made mention that Q4 they're going to start pouring some money into marketing. E.g., there's going to be a $1 million prize to bring in.
Okay, so talk to me about that. So what's the chat?
Yeah, so I think it's Pengu Clash, but I might be wrong. There's obviously 2 games they've got, but basically in Q4 he said there's going to be a $1 million prize, and they've got celebrities lined up. So I don't really care so much about this. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I like the celebrity part of it, but what I really like is the $1 million prize. That'll get news headlines. That'll get news headlines. So I like that for just media things. Like nothing's, that's easy to write a headline about. $1 million prize from a crypto chain. You know what I mean? So I think Luca's going to start to turn that marketing spend on soon, and I just think Pengu's going to be one of the coins that's going to cop the benefits from him being more vocal again. Obviously, you and I had spoken about, the Abstract had gone a bit quiet. The team went quite quiet. Obviously, they weren't pushing a lot of marketing. I think that's going to change Q4, and I think Pengu will benefit from, even if Pengu isn't exactly Abstract, I think it's still look. I just think it's one of the winners for this run. Same as Solana, Ethereum, not to a certain degree, but I mean the Pengu chart looks great. The hype chart, like lifestyle, look good. I think it's just that hyped Pengu and what's the other one I'm trying to think of? It'll come to me in a sec. There were just a few win it wrecked. That's the one. There were just obviously coins or alts, if you want to call them that, this run that have done well. Pengu's just one of them, so I'm going to keep backing the winners, and I'm not going to look for a lame horse to try and back this late in the bull run. I'm not going to look for laggers. Like I'm not going to go through my list and go, what hasn't pumped yet? I'd rather swing bigger on coins that have done well versus looking for laggers to try and get a 5x this late in the game. Not to say that won't happen. I think it's just the way I want to trade now. Now that I've got a little bit of size behind me, I'm not going to put money behind it. I'm not looking for a Hail Mary right now. I've done well this cycle. I want to step away from the cycle knowing I didn't lose my head. I'm trying to not lose my head, I guess is what I'm saying. And I did that a little bit last run. So even though people are watching me and being like, fuck, Craig doesn't, he's not getting degen enough. Well, I kind of am, because I've got about 150,000 US in NFTs, man, and abstract memes. So I don't know what your definition of not degen enough is, but I've got a lot of NFTs, man. So I'm not going to, those are my 10x plays, right? Like that sort of stuff. So Pengu I felt good about. It's got a decent market cap. I don't think it's going away, but long story short, dude, I guess, that's a long-winded way of saying Pengu and Bitcoin. I don't think I bought anything else. I wasn't really in the mood. I was sort of, Aster, I should have bought the pump dip, and I should have bought the Aster dip, but would have, should have, could have. Tell me you joined our team and you're going to print on this stage 2 airdrop, bro. I want to talk about I haven't.
Oh, hopefully we'll cook. We'll talk about that. Let's look at.
I don't even know what I need to do, so you might need to run me through how I.
Yeah, I'll run through everyone. I dropped a video on YouTube. Maybe 4 or 5 days ago. So check that one out. If you are watching, guys. Very simple Aster tutorial. You've still got about 6 days to get involved in our team, and because the way that it works is it's team orientated, so you actually get a piece of my pie, a piece of the many GTG traders, the other people who watch it on YouTube, the people on Twitter, like. There's some really good people in there. So again, you get a piece of our pie, and together collectively, we will work to get a larger airdrop for stage 2, which ends on the 5th of October. So you still have time. You do still have time. And it's I mean, mate, who doesn't like free money? I like Jack did that clip from last week. I literally said, guys, I'm checking out Aster. I think it's a good opportunity in the market. And I mean, who doesn't like free money? So yeah, Pengu Craig, you'd love free money, mate. I know you do.
I'm a big fan of free money. If anyone wants to get rid of some they've got, I'll hold on to it for you for a little bit or a long time.
So if I look at Pengu, I think it probably needs a little bit longer going sideways here. Stochastic still could come down a bit lower for me personally, but I like this trade. I do like, as soon as this comes towards the golden pocket, I become very interested in probably looking for longs, but also looking to like get a big spot bag as well. So might just set some DCA orders at these levels and just stay patient while I step away over the next couple of weeks traveling, because you want to make sure that you do hit good entries obviously as well. And of course, like it's not just a buy and hold for me. If it does start to look a little bit weaker and lose about the 2 cent mark, then yeah, that might be invalidation for me there. And yeah, so be it. Maybe we're deeper correcting. Like, I mean, this here, if you were around Memecoins here where this thing went down, what, 90%, you know how to trade. Okay. You know how to deal with that, look for bottoms and those sorts of things. So keep an eye on this. And I mean, you got to remember, like, this thing went up like what, 9x, was it?
Yeah, it's done a lot.
Yeah, 11x. It went 11x, Craig. So of course it needs to chill. It needs to chill. And so many people don't get that. Like, it's the same with Ethereum. Like, Ethereum, the second largest asset in crypto, went 2.5x in about a 2 to 3 month period. It needs to chill. It needs to chill. That's how market structure works. That's how price action works, all these sorts of things. So I understand that's how it works. So yeah, Pengu is definitely one on my list. I'm watching Hyperliquid as well. It's been a bit more of a messier chart here, but basically on low time frames, we got this little mini breakout here. On higher time frames, we obviously saw it come back and retest this sort of range that it's in. So Hype is in a bit of a weird place right now. I think it's still maintaining a lot of structure in terms of, not structure, sorry, a lot of market share, mind share with their actual protocol.
I don't think it's going away. I was interrupt. I wanted to see whether Aster and things like that would eat these other chains. Well, the hype chains from 2 months ago. You know what it's like in crypto. Things can shift. This is the danger with crypto, is mind share, and this is, I think, what you're getting at, can shift so quickly that even a great products chart can suffer. So it doesn't always matter fundamentally how good, and I learned this the hard way in 21, fundamentals actually don't matter. This part of the bull run, fundamentals, guys, throw it out the window. It's all hype. It's all hype. It's all froth and it's all bullshit. So you basically want to get behind the frothy hype stuff, but you also got to remember this is a deck of cards that will come. Then when the new shiny thing comes, in 2 months' time, Aster may not even be a thing, guys. I'm not saying
it might not.
But
the reason I wanted to bet on Aster, and we'll talk about that more shortly, is because of CZ. Like, you can't ignore him, right? But for perspective at the moment, so Tether still maintains the most amount of fees, but Aster is number 2 on the 24 hours. Aster is second on the past week, and Aster is not. Aster's about 5th in the past month. So it's about to. It actually has flipped pump fun in the past month, Craig. So
why did I fade this?
Yeah, I mean, you still have time, mate. You still have time. I'm not even kidding.
I think I will. I'm going to go and dabble with the airdrop. I mean, that's I think a smart way to go about save versus just trying to buy spot, right, and fuck around. Might be worth trying to farm her a wee bit and getting a bit of free money. I love a good farm. So do you, and I especially love a farm in Q4, dude, of a bull run. Like CZ's gonna pump this fucker, dude. Like,
let me add you there. So I just sent in the private group. I sent it in the chat as well, guys. So if you haven't jumped onto Aster,
I'll definitely do
the links there. Join the team, join the Greeny team, and then from there, obviously, watch the tutorial on YouTube if you need it. And again, jump into GTG. There's heaps of people in there who have helped me out, who I can help you out, and all those sorts of things. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I agree. I bought a bit of hype down here at about $41 last week, and I was like, oh, look, it's probably undervalued there. But that's about it. I don't want to be actively trading too much at the moment. Aster as well did break out, but it bounced back towards its golden pocket region. But again, a lot of weakness here, lower highs. Can it get some volume coming in? The volume on this breakout wasn't fantastic. It's still declining. So is that a sign of exhaustion as well? Potentially. We'll wait and see. Avantis had a massive, I was in this long, got stopped out literally overnight. So again, maybe this trend's starting to die off. So as long as Aster can maintain a high amount of fees, and they obviously have their airdrop later in the well, in about in a week's time, then what you're looking at is maybe the end of this little mini trend, and something like this event which is the base one, really did capitulate over the past couple of weeks. So again, stay patient. Let's see what happens here. Maybe this one wants to go a little bit lower towards the 786. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. But yeah, outside that, like things like Link as well, Craig, like a lot of the market is just like altcoins are just shit. Like I'll be transparent, altcoins are shit, and you're feeling the pain if you're in meme coins, if you're in altcoins as well. So I think it's important to understand that like if you're going to take a passive approach, okay, there's two ways you can trade, right? If you're going to take a passive approach, you probably need to favor the majors. If you want to be more active, you need to understand that you need to cut bags, you need to take profit, you need to, if something it hits your invalidation, you just need to cut it and move on to the next opportunity, because that's just crypto. So excuse me, because otherwise the market's been pretty brutal to a lot of things. Like I mean, like Sui as well, breaking out this high time frame range. I mean, let's go the weekly, but breaking out this high time frame bearish wedge that it's formed. So I know Raoul Paul and stuff are very bullish on this one. So I don't know, it like by being so fundamentally driven on one product, you miss so many opportunities. So that's why I've always say, and it happened with Abstract as well. Like I cut my profits. Everyone shouted and screamed about, oh, Greedy, you sold the bot. I'm like, well, no, brother. I walked away with tens of thousands of dollars of profit, and I out-traded you. And I then am taking advantage of Opensea's airdrop. I'm now taking advantage of the Aster airdrop, and I'll make maybe 6 figures from other plays while you're still bag holding your 5 figures over on Abstract. So you need to, if you want to be more of a passive trader, investor in crypto, you definitely need to stick to the majors. If you want to be more active, then you can be way more degenerate, but you need to learn to not emotionally trade by learning to take profit, learning to cut trades, and do all those sorts of things. Because at the end of the day, if you'll ride this shit to zero, So
actually, I was in a few group chats, and a few people got upset about your meme coins are dying post. You put a thread up, a post on X. You might want to bring that up. And Russell, man, fuck.
Really? Who said this?
Few people in group chats are like, fucking Greeny, right? Oh man, I love it. I
don't even remember when
people get their jimmies rustled by someone's posting on X about a general post about the ecosystem as a whole, and because you have 1 or 2 coins within that ecosystem being memes, you find some sort of insult within that post. But let's face it, meme coin trenches are fucked, man. Like I had a guy ask today, he DM'd me and goes, hey bro, you still in the trenches? And I'm like, brother, I've been out of the trenches for a year, dude. Like, and I mean, this is a guy that's deploying coin after coin, and he's like, oh, we're trying to get this one to bond. Can you help us? I'm like, you can't even get it to bond now.
Dude,
like,
nah.
I'm not going to help you. Are you fucking crazy? Like,
and this is, it's such a great example of how dumb 90% of the timeline is.
Like,
I'm going to be like, come on, bro. Like it's guess when it's been over since Trump, right? Like, sure. We've had useless. We've had some other trends.
Odd one, bro.
They're a minority.
You had to keep your money till they came along is the problem. Like, if I was still in the trenches, I reckon 8 out of the 10 I'd pick, or 9 I'd lose at the moment.
Well,
I used to be 7 I'd win. Now I'm like 1 I win. It's like, fuck that. No. Yeah. No, I'm not good enough now.
And this is the thing, Craig, and this is why people have followed us for the past 2.5 years, is because we know when trends are going well or we're early to a trend, and we know when they're going to probably top. And not many people can do that. And we've done that successfully now many, many times. We're talking ordinals, we're talking NFTs, we're talking meme coins, we're talking airdrops, we're talking chains, we're talking all these sorts of
things. Just about everything. There's only a few we missed. We probably missed Libra, but I don't know if anyone really wanted to catch that.
We probably missed Hyperliquid, to be honest.
There was a few Hyper. There were the odds and ends, but no one catches everything, that's for sure. But certainly Bitcoin nailed it, man. Nailed it. I don't think anyone out-traded us on Bitcoin, and that led everything else. So if you followed our advice on Bitcoin, it probably helped you everywhere else, because nothing else is doing anything until Bitcoin speaks. So I was actually going to put a post. I did put a post up the other day saying the timeline feels like. Actually, what did I say? I said I feel like a lot of you guys would be better off just buying Bitcoin in the bear and selling in the bull, and coming back in the bear to buy again, because the trench people that I see I still see some of the people from 2-3 years ago still trying to scan tickets. I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
That
I don't
meta
know.
died a long time
People
ago.
must just
Yeah.
like the pain, eh?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't like pain. I like
What's your
winning.
thoughts? What's your thoughts on retail?
I think they are coming back. I actually got quite a few messages on Facebook over the last week,
Okay.
more than I've had in the last 2 years. So my
Okay.
experience is that retail as of last week, they started asking the questions. I don't know why, because Bitcoin's not an all-time high. So typically I'll get these at all-time highs. So I don't know why they were asking me when Bitcoin was at about 109, actually. So quite a good time to be asking, actually. My advice was, probably not a bad time to get in. Going off what you're saying here, will it be like before? Look, I don't know. 2001 was a different time, man. People were wearing face nappies back then. So it was very different. People getting stimmies. We spoke about the money printers were going berserk in America, especially. They were just throwing, even on Australia, they were throwing money around like it was fucking candy. Obviously, guys, that's why inflation's gone up, because they did that. So I remember back in 21 when everyone was getting $1,000 a week free. I remember saying to everyone, you guys are all going to get fucked on the back end of this. Here we are, watermelon's $50. So thanks, government. But are retail coming back? Yeah, I probably agree with you. Maybe not in the same way they did last time. I feel like in 21, people had more money. I feel, or more disposable income, I want to say. I have more money now than I did in 21 by a lot more. But I feel like my social circle has less. My normal friends have less because life got hard, man. And I agree, life's got expensive. My power bill's massive. Everything costs. My house insurance is almost $4,000 a year now. Like everything just costs. Like, because we're at the tippy top. Corn's expensive, silver, gold, copper.
Yeah.
Like everything when it's an all-time high. Of course, nothing being made can be cheap then because all the parts cost a lot. I think that'll all come down. But when it comes down, all our assets are coming down too, unfortunately. But unless you sell it, unless you sell in the bull and stable up, or cash is king. But man, to talk about your post here, I agree. I don't think it's going to be the frothy NFT. You know, I feel like a lot of retail came for NFTs in 21. I was one of them. I don't think that's happening now. Like NFTs haven't got the same romance, probably because it's their second cycle. So it was sort of like in the first cycle was like that. I can't remember what it's called, the lily thing or whatever. The fucking, what do you call it? The flower. Everyone refers back to it. Tulip mania, where NFTs this new asset, and I think when something's new, there's no ceiling. So people just like, I was one of them, man. I remember trying to work out how I could buy a mutant for 40 ETH. Like, imagine if I did it. I didn't, guys, so calm down. I didn't do it. But I remember thinking, if they drop down to 30 ETH, like, what was I thinking, man? Like, and now I don't want one for 2 ETH. So it's amazing how price makes things a lot more attractive. So, but no, I agree with you. Retail, the people that are reaching out to me are sort of asking about Bitcoin. So I wonder now with the ETFs and the media starting to like come around at all-time highs, are people starting to look at Bitcoin? Like obviously with OKX having self-managed super funds now, they can dabble with crypto. I feel like the space is maturing. So perhaps the degenerate 16-year-olds to 30-year-olds aren't here, but the older people like me, like I must admit, the people that are messaging me are 35 to 55. I think they're the people possibly with a little bit of money that want to know where to put money to protect their downside risk. So I think you're right. I think it's a different crowd. I think at 21, I was getting messages from like people between 18 and 35. Now it's 35 to 55. And it's Bitcoin related, maybe some Doge. Oh, XRP is always in there as well. Funny, huh? XRP just always gets a mention. But yeah, it's been Bitcoin predominantly. So I think people, it's actually a good sign, I think, because I think that should be the gateway drug. I think Bitcoin should be the main meal. And I like the fact they're asking that question versus, hey, should I buy some Sonic Inu, bloody Obama, whatever. So I'll let you talk, Greenie. I'm going to grab a drink, actually. Give me
No,
one
you're
second.
right, man. No, I agree here. Like pretty much what Craig said. Like the retail joined at the end of last year because of the speculative nature of meme coins, kind of like what they did in 21 with altcoins, with NFTs. So what sort of maybe airdrops could rally meme coin interest, but I mean Bitcoin and crypto right now is vastly more, like people are more knowledgeable about what it is. People know how it works. You've got access with the ETFs and everything like that. So why are they going to speculate really when it's already kind of well known compared to 2021? A lot of people didn't know what crypto was even in 2021. And I know a lot of people in Western society will still say only like 10% of our country is invested or 5%. But I still just like, there's no like NFTs, altcoins, and then meme coins. Like we need a new catalyst that comes along. Maybe airdrops, maybe DeFi could be that conversation. But even then,
DeFi could be a good shout.
I think DeFi is the one. Like you
I've been
can't like,
expecting it, but I through the sport, I've been waiting for something to come. But maybe it's a bear run product. Maybe.
Yeah.
Historically, when did DeFi kick off? It was 2020, wasn't it? Was it before I came in 21, DeFi?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would have thought it would have come by now, a DeFi run, but it hasn't, has it?
Well, I think it's coming in a different way, right? Like you've got Hyperliquid DeFi
True.
doing really well. You've got Solana DeFi being very good consistently all cycle. You've still got Aave and stuff from last cycle as established protocols and whatnot. So I know someone like Zeneca is absolutely plugged into that. You have Meteora that is probably going to drop an airdrop later this year, possibly into 2026 as well, who were dominating during the Solana meme coin era with liquidity, right? So you had to be there at the right time with the right trend to understand where the opportunities are. And I'd say probably Hyperliquid is probably the best, like not Hyperliquid itself, but again, I'm honest, I don't know much about Hyperliquid at all. I haven't spent much time over there. I just trade it. But within there's like 3 or 4 opportunities for DeFi. There's opportunities for airdrops within the Hyperliquid ecosystem that I think could be really good opportunities here. And I put this tweet out yesterday too, Craig, like I still think there's easily over $1 million in airdrop value in the next 6 to 12 months. You just need to be plugged into the right ecosystems. I don't think you need to have a big wallet. We're seeing InfoFi creators make tens of thousands of dollars. We're seeing traders with sub 50K accounts making millions of dollars across multiple airdrops. You've got Lido, you've got Aster, you've got Avandis more recently as well, but you're going to have way more moving forward. You've got Jupiter potentially dropping their latest airdrop next year. You got Hyperliquid unlocks as well. So, I mean, it's not hard to be plugged in. And Market Watcher, who really only just trades, but he's made 100K, as you can see here. He's in our Aster team as well. Shout out to him. But like he's made 100K across his journey in crypto Twitter. So it's not hard to be just kind of plugged into the right communities. Join, GTG, because we've got a whole airdrops channel. I just dropped a big list of things to check out because at the end of the day, airdrops are a great opportunity for you to work together, to farm them, to make more money together moving forward. So I definitely think they're the best opportunities right now. Speaking of airdrops, let's move to Aster, because this is something that you probably haven't spoken about on the channel for a while. Or at all potentially, and I think it's a good opportunity. So I dropped the link earlier in the group, in the chat. Sorry, it's just that Aster Dex referral. So the beautiful part about this one is that we all work together and we all get each other's points. And at the end of stage 2, which is the 5th of October, we'll get that second stage airdrop. So it's Epoch 3 and Epoch 4. So there's only been 4 epochs so far, and we're currently in the 4th one right now. We finished in top 18K for Epoch 3 last week. So this week, I think we're going to cook. I think we're going to be top 5K this week, personally. So we'll keep it going. But basically, I did a whole video. I wonder if I still have the docs. Let's see if I still have the docs. I'm just going to go to the drive and see if I have these docs. Did I get rid of them? Recent. Yeah, I might have got. Oh, no. Yeah, here we go. Didn't get rid of it. Here we go. All right, cool. So basically on the screen is showing you how many points our team collectively made. We made 5.6 million points yesterday, RH points, which puts us, I think, in the top 3,000 rank right now for this week. So it's only going to keep getting bigger and better over the past week. Now, this is my platform. So me specifically, I joined Skeezer, who's in GTG. So he's got 436,000 RH points earned yesterday. I've earned 440,000 yesterday. And it's a combination of a range of different things. How long you hold a trade, how much volume you're doing. Okay, as you can see here, I've got 1.4 million total RH. Current week ranking, we're inside the top 4K. for this week. So you do get more boost if we have more people join, with more people earning more RH per hour. So that's what I'm saying, Craig. If you join, that'll push us into the next category. Plus, you then get to take advantage of the points that me, Skeezer, so many people as well in the group who have been trading and all these sorts of things. So highly recommend checking it out. It is a little bit more of a painful DEX to join. It's a little bit slow compared to some of those centralized exchanges out there, but you might as well trade on there and farm an airdrop over the next coming weeks. And this is, again, there's multiple stages coming after this, but stage 2 is about 4% of the supply, which I've seen some rough numbers between like hundreds of millions of dollars up to $1 billion going out to traders. So who knows? Who knows how this could be as little as $100, but it's still $100 to a lot of people. $100 is a lot of money. It could be as big as maybe some tens of thousands of dollars. So wait and see how this goes. You still got 5 days to be involved on there. But basically, yeah, go and watch my YouTube video. Let me just show you where that is. I did a tutorial on it just the other day. Here we go. Here we go. It's pinned to my channel, which unfortunately it would be here at the top of the channel if I wasn't live. But it's this one here: how to farm the Aster airdrop on-chain perps platform guide. Yeah, only a 14-minute. Doesn't take too long to get involved on that one. So yeah, go check that one out. Highly recommend it. But basically, yeah. So to earn points for Aster stage 2, hold spot, trade futures. Holding their stablecoin as collateral also gives you some bonuses. Holding Aster on the platform obviously works. Joining our team, trading volume. If you hold trades for a longer period of time as well, they apparently they give you more points as well, as what we have been understanding as well. And then collectively you earn RH points per hour. So you do get a bonus, as you can see just before. We're just shy of we're nearly at 1.3 bonus as well. So again, if you're doing this by yourself and you're not in a team, highly recommend joining a team, because you get the bonuses and you get access to my points, to other people's points. However, if you're in another team here, like as you can see, I joined Skeez's team to get onto the platform. I then started my own team because that's how it works. But if you're in a different team that aren't earning many points, which I know a lot of people are, you can go and set up a whole new wallet and transfer your money to that. And then you can kind of farm it with 2 different wallets, right? So you might as well join with your Phantom wallet or your MetaMask wallet or a different chain. Okay, you can, as you can see, my email one here is bridged with Arbitrum, whereas my on-chain wallet was with Ethereum. So again, you can do it with Binance Smart Chain. You can do it with, I think there's 4 options. What's the 4th option? It's not going to show me on this one, but it's like, it might be Sol. I think, yeah, no, Cappy's on with Sol. So you can do Sol as well for onboarding and offboarding as well. So yeah, if you have any questions, guys, join G2G or comment on my YouTube video and I'll be more than happy to help you out. But I think this one, Craig, is going to be a cook. Like I know a lot of people walked away with stage 1 being a big cook, but I think this stage 2 is going to be a very big cook. So we're 65th currently overall. So there you go. So we're 3K this week, but 17K last week. So we're slowly moving up. This might be just my statistics, not the team. So there you go.
Yeah, no, that looks good. I'll do it. Like fuck it, even if I can walk out $500, man.
Yeah, literally just put on put on $1,000, put on $100, whatever works for you guys, and just trade on there. Yeah.
And who knows, might get lucky. You know, I don't mind that. And then it said as well, holding some stables there.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's fine.
So the stables, I can't do the stables on this account, so I'd have to log out and log into the other account. But basically, the stables are at the top here under USDF. So that's the stable coin. I can't do it unless. That's the thing. Watch the video because I go through why it's important to link your wallet, not your email, because you can't use your email to do some of these particular things.
Okay, good. Okay, good tip. Yeah, got it. No, I'll definitely do that. I'm into it. Any other airdrops you're looking at the moment?
I think Opensea is a no-brainer. I really do. I think you can't like this. This is a company that has been around crypto for 5 years, right? They would have billions of dollars, and you don't think they're going to reward people? I just think it's a no-brainer. So I've been doing this one. I've been ticking off the rewards as often as I can when I'm at the computer. So I'll tick off hopefully the 7th chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be on the 7th chest today. After a little bit more volume, I have like basically what I like to do is you can farm it as much as you want, but like I've kind of been in a balance of holding some things, but also buying and selling stuff to unlock the voyages, which doesn't give you a lot of XP or a lot of percentages. But if you trade a higher volume thing, then you can go up a tier very quickly. Like, so what I did is sold my Moonbird, I bought another Moonbird, I then sold that Moonbird, and then I bought another Moonbird, and that literally put me like up 3 chests. So
Gotcha.
yeah, look, that, yeah, so, and
Rich
again, you
get
can do
richer, chat.
it. So yeah, you can, like, and trust me, people
I
have
might
done
do
that.
that. I might do
People are
that.
so much worse than me, and they're up here towards, like, I don't even
I've
know,
seen
whatever this
dirty old Jack's pretty high, actually. Speaking
is.
of
He actually? Yeah.
yeah, Jack's going hard, man. I was like, but I think you guys are smart. I haven't been farming it. I think I
Mhm.
need to, because
Mhm.
the thing is, I've got a shitload of NFTs, so I might as well just buy and sell them, man.
Yeah.
Like you did with your Moonbirds. Why not flip it 3 times? It's going to cost you very little, and you upgrade the shit out of your chest.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck on steel at the moment. I think I'm on steel.
Which
So
one's that? What number's that? I don't
it's
even
the
know.
third one. It's shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't. I've only done the dailies, but I'm going to ramp that up now.
Yeah.
I need to get to solar.
Yeah. Well, I would say that I'd say these numbers are increased now because this was posted like a while ago, and this is probably outdated. So I'd probably say the majority of people are where you are, probably around steel,
Because when it
titanium.
first came out, I was in wood, so everyone
Yeah.
would have been in wood. So yes, I think I'm the benchmark for
Yeah.
someone who hasn't farmed it. So probably most other people that started are in steel. So I agree. To separate yourself from the herd, you're going to have to do a bit of volume.
Yeah, yeah. So they're the 2 obvious ones that I have at the moment. There's definitely more strategic and more specific opportunities for you out there with abstract. Abstract's one of them, but who knows on the timeline for that TGE. But there's a lot of other opportunities out there as well on Hyperliquid, and a few other ones that probably are worth your time. But at this point in time, these are the two big ones for me: OpenSea and Aster. At this point in time, let's see how they cook. But yeah, I mean, you've got 15 days now until season 1 stops. So I assume once season 1 stops, then we definitely will look towards. I mean, these hyper. What about these, Craig?
I'm going to ask you about that. Fuck, 60K they ran to.
That's crazy, bro. How do I click on the collection? It's not letting me.
And what was a free mint?
I don't know how it was. Was it an airdrop to people who used the early platform or something?
Yeah, you're right. I think it was, which was not me. So,
no.
But
no, well, again.
Oh man, only in crypto, right? Like I was just like, I was almost sad when I saw I didn't get this. I was like, 60 grand. How did I miss this? But it was one of those miracle plays. I don't even know if it's a trade. It was luck. It was like money from the sky.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, an example of you can't be plugged into every opportunity, and that's why having a community allows you to try and stay on top of many.
I want to know who the mad dogs are still buying these for 52K.
Well, I'm pretty sure Cooker Flips went and bought like 16 of these yesterday for $1 million or something crazy.
Why?
I don't know, bro. Well, I think they get an airdrop. I think they're getting an airdrop to something. I'm not plugged into this ecosystem, so GG's to anyone who is. You walked away with 50K for free, so congrats.
Oh, man, is there anyone out there? Is there anyone out there, any viewers, or does anyone know anyone that minted one of these or got this for free who now holds one that's worth 55K? Because I don't know anyone who's got one.
No, I don't know if anyone specifically has. Yeah.
Like, I just don't know any of the usual traders I know that were tapped in enough to. I think everyone missed this.
Yeah, most likely. Very, very likely.
Probably why it's running so hard. The biggest runners are normally when a lot of people were left sidelined.
Yeah.
So, interesting times. I'm not a buyer at 50K.
Neither am I.
On speculation, I'd buy a big pudgy, bro. 30, what's a 38K?
Yeah.
Fuck, cheap. All day.
Yeah.
It might have gone up. It might be 40 back to 42 now. It's 38K last week. And I was like, oh, that's not bad. Like, I think that might be a good buy leading into Q1, Q4, Q1 next year. Just talking about big budgets here, guys. But certainly you got big kahunas if you're buying 50K. I'm like,
yeah.
Although I can't talk, I bought a picture of a penguin for 20K. So I guess I'm as mental as the rest of you.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know what it is.
Just to answer your question, Nicole, in the chat, basically, it could be there's 2 things. Have you done some trading on the platform? Have you got a minimum threshold of trading? And it could be also bugging. The platform has had a few bugs on the platform, so it might be just a visual thing potentially as well. So, just see. Yeah, basically, yeah. Just double check because it might, there might be a few bugs on the platform. So just have a look.
Yeah, Crypto Raro says was a free NFT. Just need to tick the box. I think he means they're getting a hype airdrop. They're getting a hype drop to them. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Man, well done, GG to anyone who clicked that box and said, "I'll have a free NFT." You just got $50,000. Oh my god!
yeah, crazy.
Would you sell, Greeny? Would you sell here? Would you hold? If you
well, I think they're about to have a token, so I'm not sure. I'd have to be so plugged in to know.
Yeah,
what to do in that scenario. Yeah,
I'd sell. I would walk away that 50K and go, "Thank you very much." I'd wait for the bear market, cop myself a Bitcoin, and say, "See you later."
Yeah, very fair, very fair. Well, let's talk on the last topic. I do have to go shortly. Sorry.
Yeah, cool. That's right.
But yeah, abstract memes look bottomed here. Basically, same structure as always. Come down, retest 786. I remember when I said this months ago, Craig. I said they will probably come down and tick off some of those lower fibs, and everyone screamed and shouted at me. But here we are, guys, and I bought the dip. So I'm back into. Yeah, I'm back in with God and Red Spring Gooner.
Oh, here we go.
I like good charts, Craig. I can't like
everyone can relax again. I put out a tweet the other day trying to ask if you sold the bottom. I was trying to create a bit of controversy, but it didn't
slap, mate.
Nah, it didn't really hit. I didn't get that. I was hoping to lure out a few of the people out of the woodwork, but they didn't have the balls or the kahunas to talk in the open, which was a shame. But no, I must say, in Greeny's defense, when I put that tweet out, he sold S&P and I held, and it went down another 70%, guys. So he didn't actually sell the bottom. I can verify that.
Yeah,
I held to the bottom. I held to the bottom, but yeah. What's this? What are we bringing up here?
So this is people calling, like you put your tweet out, a few other people put tweets out in groups, and people are chatting about it. It's just funny because everyone's like, "Oh, Greeny sold the bottom." I'm like, "Well, I just outtraded you, brother."
Oh, is that your P&L there? What's that first coin?
Yeah, this is some Penguin. Yeah. This I'm not going to disclose which ones these are.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. No, well, congrats, man.
Yeah.
I need to put that meme up with that kid going congrats and he looks mad, eh?
Yeah, it's just so funny because so many people in the abstract chat were like, "Oh, Greeny, sold the bottom, blah blah." I was like, "Bro, you don't even know how much money I've made on this chain already." Like,
yeah, I know. That's just immaturity, to be honest. I don't even watch. In fact, when I get told you sold, I don't actually even know, man, because I don't watch your wallet. I find watching wallets will affect my my trading. So it's best. I'm the sort of person. I'm best to just be locked in with my thesis, my chart. Obviously, I'll talk to you about a chart, but I'm not going to watch your moves because you're doing things for different motivations are different. You're going on a holiday for 2 months, like as if you wanted to watch these charts, bro, while they were bleeding. Like I would have sold too. I'm not watching this one in Spain drinking. Fuck that.
Yeah, I know.
Those are good P&Ls, man. Those are good P&Ls. But I mean, I was up 30% overnight, so I'm happy because I did hold. So that's great for me to see the bottom hit because I'm still in. There were actually people asking me in GTG what I'm going to do when I hit platinum. What I'm going to try do, guys, is I'm going to hit platinum tomorrow. And then I'm dumping. No, jokes. You can clip that, Jack. No, but I will. You can be rest assured, bro, when these pump, I'm out, man. I'm fucking gone. Like, these are meme coins, guys. These aren't.
Exactly.
Like, remember what this is. I mean, look, I love God. I think the team's great. The art's great. I like what it stands for. But it's not. Bitcoin's what I want to be holding. When
it's a meme coin, bro. It's a meme coin.
So let's it's a bit of fun, and it's a path to potential greater riches. But I think all roads lead to Bitcoin. So everything I do with the way I trade is with the understanding of I want to buy Bitcoin in the bear market. I want as much stable coins and fiat as I can produce. Yeah. And I won't do that holding memes. I won't do that being a believer like Murad, who I actually don't think was a believer. And I think he was selling side wallets.
100% he was. 100%. He was probably shorting as well.
Tyler Durden just put out a good post. Someone wrote, "Don't be like Murad and ride it all the way down." And he put up a post going, "I don't think that dude rode it all the way down, bro. And I don't think Murad rode it all the way down either." I think he's a clever motherfucker, and I think he was.
I think he's very smart. Yeah.
So do I. And smart people sell. So,
Yeah.
what do we got here? Sorry, I'm just putting up another. Oh, good question. I don't even know that.
Yeah, I think it does reset every 24 hours. So the RH points that you get in that hour then determine your bonus within that team.
Another Aussie. Hello. Are you winning today? Yes, I am. I am winning today. I feel like I'm winning. My abstract bags are no longer down 70%. They're only down 55%. So that feels better than it did a week ago. But it's good to see these bounces. I think, just on a side note, only because you've been away a little bit, Greenie, the abstract teams, you would have probably seen this, though, started to pipe up a lot more. Obviously, they decided to read the room, which I'm grateful they did. Obviously, Saigar's put out some great posts. I try to get him on this chat. Apparently, he doesn't do streams. He didn't say that. I've just been told. Okay. But I think I'm going to get Logan on.
That'd be good, bro. That'd be good. That'd be good.
Oh, I love this question. This takes me back to 21, bro. The ISO 2022 coins.
Look, they had that when
I sold those, by the way, from the WEF fucking bullshit.
When I can't remember what the catalyst was, but when Congress or whatever it was, whenever the US was talking about that week last year, that was the time to sell. When XRP rallied, when what are they? HBAR and what's the other one?
XML,
Stellar. Yeah, when they all, that was the time.
Stellar. There's a couple of other ones.
Yeah, there's a couple of other ones. I think they still do well over time. I just think there's better opportunities out there.
I think those are probably more fundamental based trades or holds, and I don't think this is the time of the market to give a shit about fundamentals. I don't think anyone cares. People care in the bear market about fundamentals. I thought my experience in the bull is all logic goes out the window. It's YOLO, it's wag me, and fundamentals don't mean shit. In saying that, you can't fundamentals, they do matter, but it's how good your hype man is, right? Yeah. It's all about your hype man, your marketing team right now. If you've got a good marketing team, you don't even need a product. Just ask VeChain and other coins like that, which heavily sponsor the UFC, but do fuck all behind the scenes. So that's the way I like to trade. I used to trade heavily on fundamentals, and although it kind of worked out for me only because I think I got in quite early and everyone was smart in 21. In fact, all the old cents. So it was, I'm not that smart, but it seems like everyone matured and fundamentals no longer. It's not that they don't matter. I think people lost trust in teams shilling fundamentals where they didn't even deliver. So I think now I'm all about the marketing guy, bro. And like you said, that's why Aster is such a good trade. Your marketing guy is CZ. Like, is there a better one? I actually think he's better than Elon Musk now. I think Elon's lost his, not lost his shine, but a little bit, bro.
He's not the main character. Yeah,
he's not. I think CZ's the main character for a bit. Dude's gone to jail. He's come out. He's a hardened man. He did chin-ups and pull-ups in there. He's fit and he's ready to F shit up. So I'm looking forward to seeing a caged animal be free and do some crime. I can't believe I missed that trade.
You still got time. Jump in.
I can't believe I missed the CZ show.
The last thing I want to say about abstract is I just want to see volume come in. If there's no volume here, I can't. I don't care. I can't. I don't like. I want to see like we've got a decline. I want to see volume take this higher. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out. That's just how Memecoins work.
Yeah, it could be failed rallies across the board.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see volume come in really here on a range of different.
You would have loved that Redspo breakout, wouldn't you, Greenie? That's right up your alley, man.
Yeah. So just staying patient. Want to see volume come in. Otherwise, if volume doesn't come in, then it's just going to create lower highs here and break back down. That's how trading works. So, yeah, mate, good to be back on the show.
Yeah, good to have you. It looks like you're in the kitchen or something.
Yeah, mate, we've just got a resort here, so it's like it's all one room. So,
is your wife raging?
She's doing this before to
turn your volume down. All right, well, maybe we'll wrap it up.
Mate, it's 9 a.m. here. Come on.
It's time to wake up, Mrs. Greenie. Don't get mad at Greenie or me. Now, enjoy your break, dude. Good to have you on the show. Guys, I think that was a great summary from top to bottom, man. Like, We covered a lot from, for those who weren't here at the start, we covered Bitcoin, a few alts, your big cap alts, and then we did your meme coins as well. So obviously I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. So I'll go through all those more degenerate plays. No problemo. But as Greeny said, looks like things are bouncing. Market looks good. Happy days, dude. I think it's happy days. I think it's lining up for a good Q4, but I'm just being, I don't know what your feelings like, but I'm like, are we, well, actually, I'm going to ask you, let's end with this question. Are we out of the woods, Greeny? Are we safe now? Or were you thinking we still see lower?
Nah, stay patient. Let's just see what happens. But I lean towards higher.
Okay. Yep.
Later in the year, maybe later in the year into 2026. I think if we pump sooner rather than later, that's a bad thing.
Yes, agreed.
I'll leave it with that. Yeah.
I think that's great. Well, look, I'll give another shout out to obviously some of the other people in the house. OKX bang up here. Shout out to OKX Australia for your spot trading needs. Go check them out. Other side there, obviously on Thursday for America, Yeet's giving away $1,000. Make sure you jump onto that stream, guys. You've got to be here live to qualify for that. Obviously, GTG, give them a shout out as well. Great trading community. Shout out to Greeny for pulling up. I know he's overseas, so good on you for joining me here, man. And thanks to the viewers for pulling up today. And Greeny will organise. I think you're going to jump on maybe next week or something like that again.
Hopefully next week I can get on the show. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Awesome, dude. Well, thanks for jumping on. Viewers, thanks for pulling up, and we'll see you on the next one, Greeny, and everyone else.
See you guys. Have a good week. Thanks, Greg.
Cheers.